Missing and found. As a girl, Kate, a young Englishwoman from Yorkshire, dreamed that one day she would marry a mustachioed officer who wore gray sports suits and tweed jackets, smoked a pipe, and drove a sports car. When she grew up, she moved to Toronto, where she met a man who fit this description. He was John Tidswell, a Canadian Army officer and amateur car racer who divorced his first wife and married Kate on November 24, 1956. The couple had 3 children, 2 boys and a girl. Their marriage seemed happy, but one day, during the last week of July 1970, John left in his sailboat for a cruise on Lake Símcoe, 56 kilometers away from his home. He did not return. Later, members of a rescue team found the boat broken down. There was no trace of John Tidswell, and on October 8, 1971, the court issued the official declaration of his death. The situation remained unchanged until, a few years later, Kate Tidswell began to have vivid dreams in which her late husband appeared to her. She was so disturbed by this that in 1979, she went to consult a psychic and asked him for an explanation. He told her that John was still alive, living elsewhere, and now calling himself Half-Yard. Kate began a search that took her to 13 states. She did not find her husband, but she was still convinced, based on her dreams and the paragnost's words, that he must be living somewhere. Meanwhile, in Denver, a man named Robert Half-Yard began to have trouble with the law. He had won a trip to Europe, but when he applied for a passport, the authorities ran a background check and discovered his real name, John Tidswell. His death had been a sham, and he had abandoned his Canadian family to start a new life in the United States. His widow promptly lost the pension she was being paid for her husband's military career. Just as promptly, she sued him, demanding $100,000 for alimony and child support. He told reporters that he just couldn't see the humorous side of the situation.